What if I told you that the dreams you have are windows to other realities? Yes, it's not just mysticism anymore. It's also science. Governments and agencies have spent millions studying these experiences, trying to understand and even manipulate human consciousness expansion through secret programs. But what most people, including those governments and agencies, don't know is that dreams are actually more real than you think. And you'll be able to see that for yourself by the end of this video. You'll have the opportunity to prove to yourself whether this statement is true, but only if you grasp the full foundation we'll be sharing with you throughout this video. And remember, you're not just a spectator, you're a key player in transforming the lives of others. Drop a like, and help others receive more high-vibration content for their lives. It won't take you any effort from you at all, and it will support us to keep making spiritualist contents. Now, let's get straight to the point. Science, always curious for answers, has long been interested in what we call parapsychology, the study of psychic phenomena that transcend ordinary perception. Even the government has been involved in research related to dreams. In the U.S., the CIA's Gateway process studied consciousness expansion and brainwave manipulation, hoping to explore altered states during sleep. Scientists, perhaps unknowingly, were investigating what we call mediumship, the ability to interact with other planes of existence, accessing information beyond our physical world. It's a fascinating field that science has barely scratched the surface of. Science may not have all the answers, but what's clear is that dreams are more than random, meaningless images. They are portals to a greater reality, a reality that science and governments have been trying to understand. Here's an interesting point. What they sought to understand through these experiments is something many spiritualists and various religions have known for a long time. Can you guess what that is? The idea that a government agency like the CIA would be interested in dreams and consciousness expansion might sound like science fiction, but it's a documented reality. The CIA's Gateway process is a clear example of how these institutions have been trying to push the boundaries of the human mind, using techniques like brainwave control to explore altered states of consciousness. However, attempting to force the expansion of consciousness without fully understanding the consequences can lead to significant spiritual risks. Manipulating these energies can open doors to negative influences and spiritual imbalances. So here's a word of caution. Just because something is technically possible doesn't mean it should be explored without discernment. Even so, these studies make us reflect on how much humanity is still at the beginning of its journey to understanding consciousness. Science may try to grasp what is essentially a spiritual interaction. This raises important questions about the boundaries between science and spirituality, and how far we should go in search of answers. The misuse of these techniques can bring hard lessons, but it also opens up space for us to think about something that, for us spiritualists, is seen as natural, predictive, lucid, or general dreams and their implications. Though these government and agency experiments are highly secretive, they reveal a deep interest in something that many spiritualists consider natural. Yes, what lies behind all of this is a spiritual dimension that coexists with our world. Let's understand that better. Dreams, as mysterious as they are, carry a power that few people realize. They are a window to the spiritual world, a direct connection to higher or denser spiritual planes depending on your vibration when you fall asleep. Your spirit can travel or be taken to elevated or denser places based on your emotional and mental state, which we call your vibration. That's why sometimes a dream feels so vivid and real, it seems like a direct message, advice to avoid a mistake, or a warning about something to come. Someone might, for instance, dream about an accident and decide to change their route upon waking. Without even realizing it, they avoid danger. Or they might dream about something bad happening to a friend, and after messaging that friend about the dream, find out their interpretation was spot on. It's also common for people to dream about loved ones who have passed away. These types of dreams are just a faint memory of what actually happened on the other side while you were sleeping. Your material mind simply tries to interpret these dreams the best way it can, which is why they often feel confusing and symbolic. One way to recognize dreams that are more grounded in reality is by the feeling you wake up with, as if you've really lived through the experience. Has that ever happened to you? Comment below. We'd love to hear your story, and it will certainly help others who read your comment. Through these dreams, our spiritual guides, with the wisdom they've gained over many lifetimes, show us the right path to follow. That means it's possible to meet these spiritual mentors in your dreams. So, stay tuned, because we'll dive deeper into this by the end. But what about lucid dreams? Well, When we experience a lucid dream, it's very close to what we call the freedom of the spirit during sleep. The soul detaches from the physical body and gains access to spiritual dimensions where the rules of time and space no longer apply. This means that these dreams aren't just a flight of fantasy. They're a conscious exploration of other realities, other lives, and even spiritual lessons we can bring back to our waking state. The holographic universe theory suggests that our physical reality is merely a projection of something much larger, but from our understanding, the material world we live in is just a shadow of the spiritual reality. When the spirit is free, whether through dreams or death, it sees this broader dimension, realizing that what seems solid here is just a small part of the bigger picture. In lucid dreams, the spirit can experience the interconnectedness between the physical and spiritual planes, adjusting events in one to influence the other. After all, many people report finding solutions to real-life problems during these states. Now, let's get to what we promised at the beginning, the technique for how you can have lucid dreams. You can develop this skill through simple practices. One of them is performing reality checks throughout the day, asking yourself whether you're awake or dreaming. To do this, you can place a reminder or symbol in doorways, and each time you stop and observe these reminders, ask yourself, am I dreaming? Over time, this practice carries over into your dreams, where you can start to take control and begin exploring them consciously. But remember, before you go to sleep, make it a habit to say your prayers and ask for protection. In a lucid dream, you'll be outside your body, and depending on your vibration, you could find yourself in less elevated places. So, approach this experiment with awareness, and be sure to come back to this channel and share your experience. It'll be very interesting. There are other ways for you to have lucid out-of-body experiences, but we'll talk about that in the future. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Leave a like on this video or comment, Gratitude Universe, and that will help this video reach more people. Deal. I'll see you in the next video.